Tompkins, welcome to my channel. Today I'm reviewing this baby. I got some things to say. Stay tuned, see how I feel. So in today's video I'm talking about this Natasha palette. It's the Love palette, and maybe their other palettes are great, but I actually had a hard time with this one. It was not my favorite. I did get this beautiful look from it. I put some work into it. I did end up like completely scratching a whole look because it just was not working out. These shadows were real tough to work with. I tried my hardest. I have a new friend on here named Trista, and she was like, Aga, I wanna know how you feel about this palette and if it will work out for you. And you know, she wanted to see me get creative with it, and I did my best, but it was not easy. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. But I'm really glad I got to try it. I feel like I need to know these things. Being in the beauty industry, I'm always trying to try out new products, always trying to see what are the top products, and there's no way of doing that without knowing what are not my favorite products. So check out this look. Let me know what you guys think, if it turned out okay, and yeah. So I'm gonna start with Soul here. Kind of a ashy, rosy color, and we're just gonna pop that sucker on there. I did a look with this palette right before this, and it was not cute. And I don't do that often where I end up like completely deleting a look, but it was so bad I can't even begin to tell you guys. And I mean, I guess that's like a good example if it happens and I just wiped off my makeup and I'm starting again. It was a problem. It was no bueno. And I guess that's like a good example of like, it happened. That's what's great about makeup, is even if you don't love it, you can start over and clean it up. Yes, you lose some time, but it doesn't mean that your life is ruined, you know? Like, whereas if you mess up your hair or something, your life can be ruined. Unless you get a wig. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I'm just putting these in the corners here, on the outer corner, and I'm gonna figure it out from there. I'll blend these a little bit. These pigments aren't my favoriteest, but maybe it's just me. I know everybody likes different stuff. The colors are beautiful, so that's great. I really do love all the colors. I think I'm actually gonna work this more in towards the front here and just smudge it in there, like so. After using this palette and messing up a look, I can honestly say you cannot work the purples and the pinks together without kind of mudding it up. Obviously different shadows are different, and with some shadows you can really like work them in together, especially if they're colors that should be able to work together, like purples and reds should blend in and be fine, but in this case it wasn't fine. It definitely did not work well together, so be careful. Unless you want to experiment and learn for yourself, I would say stick with using the red family separate from the purple family. And I never really look at other looks that people do, so maybe I will check those out and see if anybody was able to make it work, but it just did not work for me. And I always try to be super creative, so I think it's like one of those things where I definitely pushed the bar on the colors, and it just wasn't it. But I think this palette's meant more to be like a pretty, cute, pretty palette than like a funky whatever. I'm gonna go in with this Heartbeat color up here and just go in the corner over here. It's a little darker than this other one, but not by much. Enough to just barely, you can see there's barely a difference, but I like it. Now I'm gonna use this Giving color, and I'm gonna wet my brush with setting spray so that it can kinda go on there with a passion. I shouldn't say with a passion because there's another color on here called Passion, but this one is called actually Giving. Yeah, these don't go on the easiest, so if you are not a pro, this is definitely not a beginner palette. I would say you really have to work these in, and for that price, I would suggest, honestly, picking up a palette that's easier to work with, because this one is not the easiest. I'm doing almost like a cut crease with this one. I improvised. I was like, let's switch it up. Let's make this something. But I gotta be honest, sometimes I surprise myself by the end of a look. It's like, oh, it turned out really cool. So we'll see. We'll give it a chance, okay? I'm not wiping this one off. I'm not doing it. That's really pretty. I really love that. Good. Now I'm gonna use this transparent color and I'm gonna put it in my corner here. I cleaned off my brush. I know I'm using the same brush, but guys, don't worry. I cleaned it off. It's almost like a champagne color, very pretty. I don't know if you guys can see it when the light hits it. All right, we're going in. Going in underneath. I'm gonna start with that soul color. Actually, I might end with that soul color. It's pretty dark under there, but it goes good together. I like trying new brands though. It's one of those things where it's like, I can't believe how many brands are out there and how different all eyeshadows can be. I mean, it's eyeshadow, you know? Like, how can it be, how can they be so different from each other? But sometimes they really are. It's kind of amazing. I don't know the exact science behind all of it. I do know that different brands certainly make their eyeshadows different because they blend better, different things about them. I'm gonna use the Heartbeat just on the outside here, the darker one of the two. And there. Yeah, these are really pretty. They're like plummy, pinky plums. I'm gonna do something different. So there's a silver in here called Bind. I'm gonna see if I can make it. Using my setting spray, I'm gonna see if it'll work as a paint to make it like paint on silver, if that makes any sense. So I'm gonna try it. Wish me luck. Actually, it's gliding on well, so that's good. Okay, that's cool. That works. I was so nervous because I was like, I literally am not deleting another look. I ain't doing it at all, and thankfully I don't have to. That's actually really fun. I just got excited. It doesn't take very much to excite me, guys. It's really, really pretty. Like proper silver. I don't know what proper silver means exactly, but you guys know, like jewelry. That's really rad. That turned out really cool. Sometimes you just like don't realize that one of the colors will surprise you in a palette, and this is one of them. I did not know. I just saw it. I don't know why I always am drawn to the one that does not belong, and like of all these, it's like this is just silver. Just silver, and I had to use it. I'm also putting underneath here. And I'm gonna put on my waterline, which is probably bad. Don't try this at home. All right, so I'm gonna do some liner, lashes, and I will be right back. Stay put. Here's my finished look. I ended up adding black in the center of that silver line and black liner and some lips just to like make it pop. I'm not gonna lie, I've not been looking forward to this day on my channel, but I am going to have to say this is not my favorite shadows. I don't know why. They just don't blend as well as I'd like, and they don't mix well together. And even though I do love that silver, I have other silvers that are comparable, and even though I'd love to play maybe with that silver more, I feel like the rest of the colors are just not worth it. Honestly, I tried a bunch of these. I know in this look I didn't go wild because I was like, I have to create a look that's at least somewhat decent, and it's just not my favorite. If this palette was cheaper, I would say for sure. If it was like 40 bucks and not 65 bucks, then maybe it'd be worth it. I think like 40 bucks or 35 bucks, but the thing is, I think with this palette, you're mostly paying for the packaging. The packaging is beautiful. It is super nice. They have little holes to pop out these shadows in case you want to put them in something else, which I don't see why you would because the packaging is actually really good. The mirror's nice. But the shadows themselves are okay. They're okay. They're not terrible. maybe they're just not for me. Maybe they work for somebody else. I feel like the shimmers you have to like really work in and they're not blending well. I feel like the matte colors are okay. They're pretty pigmented in a decent way, but then once you start blending, they start kind of going away, it almost feels like. And I hate to do a bad review. I hate it. I hate it, guys, because I am all about PMA, positive mental attitude, and I never want to say anything bad about anybody, but I think with this palette, it's mostly the price point that's killing me, because I'm not gonna steer anybody wrong and tell them, yeah, you should get it, because I don't think so. I don't think so, unless you really feel like you need some of these colors, just for the price, not worth it. I'm not sure about this brand. Maybe this brand has other products that are amazing, and I'm actually gonna do some research after this and try to figure out what they are known for, and maybe I'll give that a shot and see if that's something I love, but this just is not it. This is not it. I do have to say I tried the heart color, the red, and that was very pretty. I tried it before, like I said, and this Trust Plum color is very pretty as well, but again, they didn't blend as well as I'd like. I guess this day was gonna come, I know, and it bums me out because I don't wanna give bad news. I don't wanna be the one to give you all bad news, okay? But it is. And I'm really glad I tried it though, because I'm always down to try new stuff and people always ask me. And what better way to know than watching videos, and maybe I'll save a couple of you from spending the bucks to get it. And if I do, that would be great. That makes me feel really good. I do love these colors. I think this look came out really nice, but at the same time, is it worth the $65? I don't think so. I think I have other shadows that are similar that look even better, to be honest. Hope you guys aren't too bummed. It was still kind of fun to do a different look, and you know what? I always look for a challenge. I hope to see you guys back soon, and let me know what you guys think if you guys have tried this. Maybe it's just not for me, and you know what? Different products are made for different people, different skin types, everything. So maybe I'm wrong on this one, but I wanted to be honest and tell you guys exactly how I feel. We're still working on my hallway back there, so that's why I moved the camera this way. I don't know, hopefully that's done soon, but it's taking forever. I did new nails. I did film how I made these, so maybe I'll make a video about them. Obviously, as you guys can tell, I'm on Mondays now and Fridays, so hopefully that's working out for you guys. I don't know if you guys missed the Sunday videos, but for now, I'm really liking Mondays and Fridays. It feels a little far apart, and I keep thinking about doing like Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't know if I can film that much because I am a mom of 4 and I'm a busy woman, so I don't know if I can make 3 videos a week. We'll see. See you back next time. Bye, guys.